Do you think that there's any chance, there's any responsibility, any accountability in this case?
I doubt. This is just really run of the mill for them. They kind of mask a lot of their content by running Reuters and Associated Press packages throughout the day. You can pay for those and run their content.
Yeah, just straight news.
If you look at the kind of content that OAN produces and the people they've hired well-known right-wing conspiracy theorists, very prominent right-wing conspiracy theorists. It's no secret what kind of content they promote, and they run packages like the one you're doing there. And the bigger problem, is not almost what they're running, but the fact that the president of the United States is promoting this channel during a public health emergency when people need accurate information. The president of the United States is promoting this channel. They're, promoting other things as well, bad drug treatments, all sorts of conspiracy theories about Bill Gates. But the president is effectively endorsing this messaging during a public health emergency. Brian, if you took the president's advice and watch the channels and consume the news that he wants you to, you would end up with a very twisted, frankly, Frankenstein image of America. And I can only conclude that he does this because it benefits him politically, but it's certainly not good for the national discourse. And again, it's important to stress that during a health emergency, people should be watching and consuming credible news information, not these crazy conspiracy theories.
And so let's zoom out beyond just this one idea of population control. There's other COVID-19 theories out there. There's death toll denialism going on. There's anti-vaccine messaging going on. Help us connect the dots, Renee DiResta, between these. Because what we're seeing is like this amalgamation of QAnon believers and anti-vaccination activists, and now these COVID-19 conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, so there's nothing new about conspiracies popping up during an epidemic, right? Especially the population control one. That's actually kind of an old chestnut. It's remarkable to see it on American media, but it's not new. I think what we see with the others, though, is they're really spread virally from person to person. People don't really know what to trust right now. They're not getting good information from the government. The government doesn't even necessarily have good information because the disease is so new. And so you see a lot of the appeal is people wanting to inform their community. And so when they see a slickly produced conspiracy theory video, like the one that was making the rounds on social media over the last few days, they're inclined to share it. They think, well, this is a PhD researcher who's telling me something, telling me a truth that resonates with something I want to believe, and so I'm going to share it. And the way that the pipeline works is, anti-vaccine activists, there's a lot of them in the QAnon community. It's shared into the anti-vax pages and groups, moves to the QAnon pages and groups, moves into the Reopen pages and groups. Whenever you have that audience overlap on social channels, you do start to see things move through communities one after another, and that's how they go viral.
Brendan, add on to that, why at a gut level do people want to believe in conspiracy theories?
It seems to be appealing to believe that someone is pulling the strings. That may be less scary than thinking that there are these unpredictable risks out there that none of us can control. And of course, there is this information vacuum that Renee is describing. It's very hard for anyone to make sense of what's going on, and these conspiracy theories provide a simple story. So it's not surprising that people might want to share them. But what's worrisome is when those move from the fringe into the mainstream in the way Oliver was describing, and in that process, potentially put us all at risk. There have always been conspiracy theories, but these might undermine the public health measures that we need everyone to undertake to protect us. We're in this together. If people believed in a 9/11 conspiracy theory, it didn't put my family and your family's health at risk, but this one might. And that is very worrisome to me, to see media amplifying those kinds of dangerous claims.